Hey kitties! Welcome back to another playthrough of Tokyo Afterschool Summoners. We're going to be seeing the newest campaign that just released immediately after the previous new semester campaign. That is to say, we'll be seeing the Date Quest campaign. Probably part 1 for this year. Let's go ahead and check out the new stuff. Just let me know if the sound is fine or if there's anything else that seems to be a bit off. Yeah, I had to do some last second changes to the chat because I accidentally deleted it for like the 10th or 20th time. Jesus. But yeah, so let's go ahead and check out the new banners that released for this campaign first off, and we can talk about the new gameplay content at the same time. So, right, where's my login bonus actually? Did I already collect it? Probably not, but I probably collected by accident actually. I was actually surprised of this campaign releasing today suddenly. I was unaware that the news for it released yesterday, so I had to prepare all the assets beforehand. I'm a bit caught unawares here, so forgive me if I'm a bit frazzled. We are going to be talking about the new topics though, as promised. So let me see if I can find the content. We'll actually start off talking about this Transient summary here. So just like last year, what's it called? Last year they released 3 banners in sequence, and each of them featuring 2 units at a particularly large boosted rate. In this one, it seems we're getting Ulaanbaatar as well as a Shoot in First. The other 6, according to the news article, I forgot to check the news article to confirm. I already closed the link. Amazing. So according to the news article, we're also gonna get some banners as well as some Date Quest scenarios for Labe, everyone's favorite, as well as Hikati? Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I forgot. It's been a while since I checked her name. And Breaky. Hello, Oddly Rival. Welcome back. I'm just covering the topics that is going to be viewed here. Also, you know, the other topics to be released are going to be Labe, Hikati, and Reiki. There is a 6th character that is unrevealed yet. However, for anyone that is tuning in right now that don't know the leaks, I mean, it's kind of surprising they included it so early in the game data, but the 6th unit is actually not going to be some trash unit like Hima like last year. It's actually going to be Kasuga, so that's going to be a very popular pick for a lot of people. For those that don't have them and didn't already redeem them from Anniversary. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the actual gameplay changes. Starting off with the evolutions, or rather one evolution because they'll be releasing it in waves. We are getting an evolution for Ulaanbaatar, who now has 2 additional effects, board-wide, as well as 1 additional effect himself. So to himself, he can now bestow crit himself at a sort of lowish rate of 60%. It is kind of low, but it's also going to be influenced by his other effects, which has been recently added. So it is guaranteeable, even though it's low, because he now has an on-arrival effect that boosts all allies' activation rates by 30%, so long as they do not have debuffs. And this is also applied to himself. That's quite nice. The big caveat, though, is it only lasts for 2 turns, so you know, it'll be good for getting your charge ready for the 3rd turn, such as for Ramu, but it's you know, it's otherwise not going to be something that you'll be able to get your charge for if you don't have enough. But since it's reliable now, since his charge fill is at a 60% rate, if you add 30% to that plus 10% from skill seeding, that is guaranteed for him to get 10 CP. So it is much easier to time that effect or some sort of properly timed shot range, as you can see in his charge, or actually snipe range, buff removing strong charge, which targets specifically Ram with that, what's called. Do they have an advantage effect? I think they might have an advantage effect being World and Valiant. But yeah, outside of that, we also are going to... Oh wait, there's actually a defensive effect too. That lasts for like 1 extra turn, so that's going to be good for the endurance farms, which we can talk about soon, since it seems to have made a return. But yeah, in addition to that, we are also going to be, or rather, they are distributing a new mob for the drop quests. This new mob is new gen. I don't know what that is in reference to, but it does seem to be, along with Shitagarba as well as Ulambatar, another unit that is boosting rates by quite a significant amount. Ooh, that's supposed to say 1500 HP. I'm gonna need to revise that. But yeah, that's a lot of rate up. The only caveat though is you have to move them, which is a big deal since in order to enjoy these love and friendship effects, you normally need to move the two partners next to each other. So it's gonna be a bit staggered here. You're probably not gonna use this unit, but it is interesting that they are releasing a lot of rate up effect units. Is this the year of rate up? We'll have to see. I actually did not see the rest of his kit yet. Is it interesting? He has a lot of damage on his charge, I guess, but he doesn't really have any way to build his charge, interestingly enough. But yeah, he can get acceleration, that's pretty much it. And then he has that bullseye effect on his charge and weakness and limit, which, all maximal because it is a mob. You're not gonna use them though. I mean, unless you're being quirky. But yeah, so that is it for this banner, the Ulaanbaatar one. Shuten will just have to go in Stego, forever mid. But we can talk about also the AR summons, starting off with the returning one. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember most of their effects, but I'll try to recap them from the best of my knowledge. 5-star ones with the Furuhumi Ryota one. That one bestows Ardor Strengthening, 1.5 times damage to all allies, including self, if they have Ardor. That's not a very strong buff because, might as well just use some other buff that is not 1.5 times. There is also the Baal and Astaroth AR. That one inflicts fatal poison, I believe, to both allies as well as to the enemies if you're stationary. So this one, I believe, can actually be equipped on his hook. He has that really obscure poison reversal effect that... Actually, it might be regular poison. He has that really obscure poison reversal effect that, for some reason, he doesn't have poison too, so it could be good on him. He'll be stationary for most turns anyways. In addition to that, there are these other ARs. I don't know, the Citri Bathamon, I think that's like Rage if you're hit or something. Goemon, Seth, I believe that pulls units in the 3x3 area on phase start, maybe. And the 3-star ones, who cares? Probably healing, probably taunt on phase start or something for the Wakan Tonka. What's it called? Zabani one. Let's move on though. This is just a pickup. The new ones are the ones that actually give a slightly higher boost. So for this event, they are going to be giving us generous-ish boost where all ARs can give a 30% additional drop rate. The units themselves, none of the units, including the Decoys units, actually increase the rate whatsoever. So ARs will be the name of the game here. However, the new ARs here, aka this one banner here, actually does increase it slightly higher to 40%. However, all of them does, so there's no difference between the 5 stars and the 4 stars and the 3 stars. They all increase things by 40%. So in essence, getting any of these ARs will boost your AR boost rate by 10%. The new surviving farm makes your head hurt. You can't Unga-Bunga them. Thank God, no more Unga-Bunga in this game. I'm so glad we can finally bring tanks and I don't know, it's just relieving to be unironic, I think I will bring Shi Wang Mu. What? What a unit like her ever be useful, but thankfully he's slightly useful. At least she was in the previous farm. But yeah, talking about the actual effects of these new ARs, we have a slight charm advantage and move on CP on the 3-star. Who cares? At least the art is nice. For the 4 stars, we have fusion resistance as well as some heal on move phase end. So this is passive healing. I kind of want this AR just because of the art. Fucking Fat Belly Santa Clauses. That will suck Santa's dick. Moving on. Anyway, that equip is nice just for passive effect, even though it's not too impactful. But the next one is Guts to self before being attacked. Only at a very low HP. So this is not good because, oh shit, I didn't translate that actually. I'll have to, let me double check what that equip does. My bad guys. Again, I was caught unawares here. What is that effect there? That is going to be Dazzle resistance for only 2 turns, effectively, because this is last 3 turns and it's on arrival. So, I don't know, if you're facing Kirito or something, or... Yeah, this might be helpful for 2 turns, at most. And for the Guts Resistant one, that's not good. It's too low rate. You're going to be low HP, but you know, that's when it could be useful. But if you get hit by one shot, it's not going to be too helpful. Moving on. We also have the Ryota Chadnambuk AR. So this one has arousal to allies adjacent when attacking, as well as increased recovery to self on arrival. This is kind of hyper shit. Arousal is not a good effect, but at least it is a buff. If you're looking for a buff or, you know, 2 free buffs, these aren't exactly great for strategy in terms of what they do, but they are good if you just need buffs in general. I guess arousal could be good for charge flow, so if you're doing after buff charge flow, that slightly complements it. That is the only time you'll use it. More importantly, the 5 stars. So the 5 stars, we have a flat damage, we have a percent damage equip. So fantastically, 10% to enemies taken away, and you know, also dazzle damage, which is nice on too. This is going to be best equipped on Nyarlathotep because he can still combo Trevion and he can equip it as a slash range unit. He has slash range, right? He just needs to be able to get that magic range. So that's gonna be extremely powerful on him. It is 60%, so it's not the best rate, but the fact that Nyarlathotep does it at a large range and he has combo, means he'll have a few chances to roll for it. But yeah, this is probably the gem of the banner in terms of effects. And then the next one is going to be 15 CP to allies left and right without you doing anything at move phase and at a generous 80% rate. So that's a good amount. But you know, charge flow is a bit harder to evaluate in terms of where you would place in the team. As for the defense effect, evasion before being attacked, it's fine. Yeah. So many cute ARs this time. They usually release some decent art here. I think I like the Jihad Itzana one most. The others they're mostly inoffensive. I do like the Arca Sortud one as well a lot. I'm kind of sad because you didn't get Jack Frost, the 5-star version. Well, he'll probably print sometime before the next new semester, so you'll just have to deal until then. But yeah, I'm going to be pulling, I guess, 20 of my tickets, because this is like one of the only... Actually, maybe I shouldn't go that hard. Maybe I'll do 15. There might be another reprint after this, and then I'll do some other, you know, equip pickup or new equip unit for that, or rather equip banner. So don't use all your tickets for this, but you know, maybe use some just because there's nothing else you can really boost this event with. Let's do this. Go Jaded Sana, even though your effect is kind of whatever. So if I'm doing 15, that means I need to stop at 11 tickets, I think. Not a good start. That's the feature on the other banner. Hello, crafters. Goodbye, crafters. It's not letting me skip. Is this the auto-scripted one? Yes. Such nice art. Art looks so good here. And Third Wizard. Too bad there's no voice acting. Ooh. 5-star. Is it on banner though? Speaking of voice acting.
Yatto! Yatto! Ken no keiko da! Ah, ore wa ima totemo seishun o kanjite iru.
Okay, on banner, nice.
So omowanai ka?
Yeah, already, just from tickets. I also managed to get a what's called Jersey Devil, only a few tickets too. That's incredible. Too bad I don't have Nyarlathotep. No, I have to pull for Nyarlathotep next time he shows up. God damn it.
敵は多数。周一殿、背中を預けてもいいか。もちろんだとも、マクロイヒ君。これぞ青春。そうだろ。浴びせろ、オーバーフローインパッション。
Nice. All right, let's continue. You still don't have Jet and Itzana. Zara, how come you get 2 5-star with HP percent damage? I don't actually have Nyarlathotep yet, unfortunately, but if you're talking about the equip and Jersey Devil, then yeah, that's kind of another reason why I want Nyarlathotep. Just imagine that equip on Nyarlathotep plus 2 Jersey Devils. That would go so hard. And, you know, kind of extremely unnecessarily. Like, way too much damage at that point. That's just redundant. Oh yeah, speaking of voice acting, I was
最高だよチェルノモーグさん。美味しいバーベキューがいっぱいだ。友達もっと連れてきてもいい？
ああ、無論である、リョータ。
What the fuck is this? This is not Ryota. This fucking looks like the guy who drew the Shrek prototype. what is this art? The body looks much like Ryota's. I know some people were saying that that's too big, but this is actually Ryota's body. If you look at his other art, but the face that's not Ryota. Who is this imposter? Who's this skin crawler?
求め、旅立ち。 その果てに
友達100人作っちゃおうよ。
探求せよ。Very investigate.
Very cool. But I swear to God, every time I say speaking of voice actors, this game interrupts me. So speaking of voice actors, I was watching One Piece recently because they're finally releasing new episodes after all this time, and they changed Frankie's voice actor, and it's so off-putting because they've been away for like 3 months or some shit like that. And then they come back with this random-ass voice actor for, you know, this side character that is... Well, not a side character. He's, like, one of the main ones, but he got, like, decreasingly less and less lines. And then when he came back, they gave him, like... Maybe it wouldn't have been obtrusive if it was only, like, two lines. But I swear to God, he had, like, the second most lines in that episode. I was like, what? This is too much... This Frankie is too giant for me. But yeah, apparently, the original voice actor retired, so there is no Ahab effect. They fortunately did not pass away. It's just their time of their career. No, my Santa gummies. Where are my Santa gummies? Show me my Santa gummies. Why is this game giving me the 5-star that's the best one, but not the 4-star that I want? Oh! Well, at least it's permanent, so whatever. Did I just get the Arachne one twice? Am I hallucinating? Did glitch in Matrix just happen? Okay, well, let's see if this is it.
どっちかが生き残れればそれでいい。分かってるよな、アステリオス。
おう、ロビンソン。だけど俺はおめえと一緒に生き残りたいんだ。
Cool.
行こうぜ、アステリオス。俺たち一緒ならもう怖くないぜ。
そうだな、ロビンソン。俺に任せとけ。
Was Robinson's voice always that high?
サバイバーズギルド。
Okay. One more, please. No, give me my jet gummies! My jet gummies! And it's over. Oh, wait. Please? Okay, whatever, go away, Shiro. Jeez. Maybe I'll pull more later, but I don't feel like it at this point. Unfortunate. I mean, it was actually quite fortunate. I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you, game, for giving me a 5-star and 2 other cups to boost my thing. Hopefully that Santa one will spook me later. Oh, was that login bonus? Thank you. That was not a special login bonus at all. But yeah, that is all it for the banners. We are going to be reviewing the content now for the actual farms. So, just like in our previous campaign, we're getting endurance farms. Woo! But let's go finish the boring, elimination quest first. Boo! Boo elimination. But yeah, so for these quests, they are actually going to be dropping coin as well, as per the previous state quest campaign. So make sure you are bringing Anvari ideally, unless you want to strategize some weird thing. Either the coin Anvari or the what's it called? Or the other Anvari, sorry. The rank EXP Anvari. There's no rank EXP Anvari in my friend list. Great. Whatever. I mean, I'm not actually trying to get rank EXP here. If you're wondering, it's the one with the Guru's equip. Anvari can equip it, it's just that no one in my friend list has it. It's fine though. So I have my team preset already for coin. However, we can... Is it going to be worth it to replace some of them? with yeah, I think the coin isn't so significant that it's worth bringing coin boosters over an extra equip, maybe. So let's go ahead and review which one is gonna boost it. Actually, that's not helpful. This boost thing is not sortable, I believe, so. Oh, is it? Cool. Cool. So, with regards to these equips, let's see. Slash, long slash, magic. Slash, long slash, magic. I'll give that to you. Firewood nether. Firewood nether.
相変わらず暑苦しいことを言うね。だがそういうところがマクロイヒ君らしいよ。
So dazzle resistance, ether, and nether. Yes.
どっちかが生き残れればそれでいい。分かってるよな。
I'd rather replace something like this, but Bozo can't equip anything.
だけど俺はおめえと一緒に生き残りたいんだ。
And let's see. Firewood nether, fire infernal. Firewood nether. You're gonna have to go, Bozo. Alright, let's see my fire units, or wood units, or nether units, actually. I'm being indecisive here. Let's go ahead and replace our Nishok with Sandayu. Ooh, mentor bonus. And we're gonna slap this one on. And this one still needs to be equipped at firewood or nether. And wow, my team's looking quite trash. Yeah, it's getting progressively more and more trash. Gonna be trash. So this is just one way you can build your team up. You can instead opt to bring coin boosters. I don't know what the equivalence effect is. It might be better to bring the coin ones instead of this. But if you don't do the calculation, there's no way to know for sure. You may also want to just like sacrifice that extra 10% bonus for a rank booster. I'm not too keen on rank boosters right now though. So something like ally point boosters or, you know, what's it called? Card EXP boosters would be preferable to me, but you know, it's fine. I think everyone is well equipped enough. However, since most of these units are quite hyper trash, let's go toss them in the back. And we're leveling these folk as you can see here. I think this is fine. Survey bonus. Looking good. We could bring this coin booster from Vari, or we could bring 5-star. I don't even know which one does it better at this point. What is the coin boost again? Is it like 30% for the AR? It should be like 30%, right? That's actually quite significant, but I guess it depends on the base amount that's dropped. Decisions. Let's just go. Hold on, I should reposition everyone. Eastrock needs to be first to give buffs, and fortunately, Sandy's not really gonna be able to move, so he's not gonna get much damage in his thing. We're gonna have to switch our affiliations here. What does Sandy have? I know he's an agent. I think I moved him somewhere else too. Missionaries and independent, huh? Missionaries or agents. I think I do have a lot of invested in agents once upon a time. And let them attack last, I suppose. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right in. You saw some good leak fan art a few days ago. If you're talking about the one where Kombu drew him doing various art sports, yeah, I saw that. That was neat. I was like, I don't talk about leak that often nowadays. There's so much new characters that are so much flashier. But that one was just like, it brought me back nostalgia to how much I loved leaked.
俺様は運転中だ。クッキング。行くぜ。ガチで決めるぞ。クッキング。行くぜ。ガチで決める。クッキング。桃にちぎれて番宣集会。どいつもこいつも未熟もんやの。ワイの屍を踏み越えるんは一体いつになるやら。いや。
I like how there's so like fewer quests now. I think they're giving us extra stones in compensation, right? That should be the case. I should double check. Wait, let's go ahead and do this thing. Cooking! I'm getting used to these rock walk. The single button gameplay. Truly the skip button we've been waiting for all this time. I wasn't paying attention. I think that was 2 stones, but yeah, we were getting more stones than usual. I wish I would show the total amount here though. But in essence, that means they don't need to release as much drop quests, which means they don't need to spend as much development in drop quests for like, I think you'll only say once in total. Because I do think we do need lower level ones for people that are beginning, but they don't need to be so granular that there's like level 5 ones, level 10 ones, level 15 ones. So this is an excellent decision. Alright, let's take a careful look at how much we're actually getting. We are getting... Sorry, we are getting 3 stones. Excellent. Very good. So, despite that being a farm for damage, I actually enjoyed that more than usual. I mean, I had to click less, which is one thing. But, I don't know. Maybe new structures just making things fun. So we are going to be doing the endurance farms now. I do need to readjust my teams for this. The team sizes for this is quite a diverse set, I suppose. Not really pretty careful. Oh no, I don't have enough stamina. God damn it. So we're just gonna do Anvari again with that nice coin bonus. And let's switch to this team over here. As you can see, I'm leveling Chiwongu instead because she is a tankier unit. I say I'm leveling her, but I don't actually have the thing equipped on her. Where's that fucking bit at? There it is. I can probably start replacing a few units here as well. Probably not too much of a tank. I mean, he has guts, so that's something. It will be good to have one Anvari in the back, so when he revives, he will also have guts ready. And one Anvari in front, so that he can also get guts. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe it's better to have both back. Not sure. Something like that. And... right, I already forgot who can equip what. So let's just go ahead and for now put in the units that we selected before for our thingies and then decide later if you want to change them. Look at this one. Are you trying the most difficult first? No, I'm not. At least I don't think I am. Just double check. I'm pretty sure I'm doing the beginning one first. Yeah, I am. If only I could understand Japanese, then I could understand the name here. But yeah, I usually start them from hardest, or from easiest to hardest, rather. So we are going to pick our producer again and slap on these bonuses for everyone.
うわ最高だよチェルノモーグさん
Are the ones I did
美
for
味
there?
しいバーベキューがいっぱいだ
Yeah, there's
友
some.
達もっと連れてきてもいい
Okay, let's put Jin back on.
無論である亮太血は気に
Slash, long slash, or magic.
魔王の宴よくぞ来やっ
Is there a better unit for tanking? I mean, I suppose there's a Triton, but I don't want to roll for a shit rate, so let's go ahead and toss in Boogeyman instead. I'm not sure if he still has Curse, honestly. Maybe it's after he's hit. Yeah, it is. But he does have that repositioning, which will be helpful for the largest map. I believe Avarga has evasion, which is quite helpful. Immediately. He's not going to be dying. And Boogie might die. We'll have to see though. I need to replace my equip with you, I think.
どっちかが生き残れればそれでいい。分かってるよな、アステリオス。
おおロビンソン
Okay, so this will maybe work. Shiwamu's defense isn't great beyond turn 1, but one turn of defense is all we need for now. I'm running a little too low about this. I heard it might be hard, but you know, I haven't tried it myself. I hope it's hard. Like, let's make endurance farms actually something you need to team build for, rather than just winning by default just because people in the back come out and then survive for one more turn.
さあガチ儲けのチャンスだぜ一緒にコインの風呂浴びようじゃねえかもっとこれでしまいや
次の料理
ガチ
次の料理むふふ次
これで少々お待ちを
次の料理
夢ガチ
次の料理
Thank you, Boogeyman, for denying Ulambadar's charge. And of course, Unreal is just busted for having skill lock when he's hit 2. For whatever reason, they're vulnerable to that.
お前もバリごつかったけど相手が悪かったばい
2 stones for the first one. How generous. So, next one is going to be a tall map. Glad you got 5-star Qinglong. Oh yeah, Qinglong exists. He can also be helpful here. I completely forgot he was a mentor. Oops. Maybe I should bring him instead of a Varga. Well, that's only if they have debuffs. They didn't have debuffs last time, which is strange, and they didn't have debuffs for that first quest, but we'll have to see. You know, he could be helpful for like one-shotting them, but I'm not about that. I'm just here to endure, to enjoy the survival, the tankiness.
可愛がってやるばい
いい反応です次の料理
ガチもろうたばい
Lave is resistant to that, whatchamacallit, skill lock thing, so there's no reason for it putting Unfry directly ahead of him. We're gonna go ahead and do this.
繋がってこいむ次の料理
ガチまたのお越しは
Ooh, that gut's actually activating. We're just gonna go camp back here.
ガチ
We're doing it. Let's go, lack of all range. Hey, nice. Surprisingly and somewhat challenging for something that is, you know, not even the hardest. Very good. The next one should have all range though. Probably. That is a lot of enemies. What the heck? This is also a large map, and it's featuring all the mobs. Just mobs, huh? No, those are rewards. I'm dumb shit. But yeah, it is a wide map, and it's featuring these bozos. None of them are all range, but you might want to watch out for Hecate. Hecate? I think it's Hecate. All right, last quest. They had debuffs this time, so maybe I should bring something guard against it, but it's not like they were too challenging to deal with. It's just like burn or some shit. I don't know. I've already got having resisting damage for one turn. Maybe it's stepping on Chiwangmu's toes, but I kind of like it still. Right, and Rayashi doesn't come from the back with guts, so gonna have to watch out for that. Let's go ahead with the last quest. Survive for 3 turns or defeat all enemies as per before. Is there any square we can avoid getting hit? No, there isn't. Oh, well. But is there a square where we can skill lock the most people? I do believe Reiki is the source of removing debuffs. So the only one we can really skill lock probably is going to be Shuten, because Ulaanbaatar and Hecate are going to be covered by Reiki, while Babe is just resistant. So we may want to like whimper to the corner. Possibly. I mean, no one has all range, so there's not really a reason to debuff the ones in far ends. Okay. Let's do our thing. What is this thing gonna look like? Sorry, I'm glad it can actually play quests like this where I think about the first move a lot, even though I'm not actually sure if it requires it for difficulty, but let me humor myself to actually enjoy playing a game like this for a second. What I want to do is move Advari to the rightmost, top right, as well as Shiwangmu to the back middle to get all those debuffs going up, as well as what's it called? Get Boogeyman to the front so that both Reiki and Hecate can hit them. And then, you know, by default, Amarga's just wherever. Unfortunately, because of this positioning, it's not going to be too convenient. It might be in opposite positions, frankly. It's not too fun. Whatever. As for healing, we can use healing more here. No one's gonna survive no matter who I heal. I guess it's fine if I decide to heal. Marga? Because he's already mostly max health and he's facing Chuchen of all people. Get away from me! No! Uh-oh. I think, what's it called? Ren has a chance of thing. That is a lot of buffs they have. Holy shit. Maybe it's best if we just cower from the back over here. Yeah, evasion, there you go. Winning. That was actually kind of close. I like that. I'm gonna have to think of something more reliable than that. Okay, so that's it for the drop quests. Let's go ahead and check out the shop before we head out. So if you have any remaining resources from the previous event, like I do, go ahead and just toss them in and see there's, or rather coins or something. There's nothing else you can use them for. The other drop quest for the new semester campaign has already left. So, unfortunately, I did not get all the boosts, but it is fine. I'm not that partial that I would be using drinks for them. Let's go ahead to the item exchange. I decided to purchase the attack seeds first. There are no level seeds and no skill seeds, unfortunate. Same amount as per usual for greater attack seeds. And there are, at least these guys here, there is also no tickets. That's not great. I don't know how long this campaign lasts. Shouldn't take too long. Why is there one of every resource? I guess it's for the new mobs. But yeah, just more building materials, I guess, in general. I'm happy about these guys being here still. Give me that shit. That shit. Yeah. Anywho, I'll have to decide what else to get later. No divine nats? Are you? Really? That's funny. There's null and there's infinite, but just... oh my gosh. There's not even null or infinite and all-around mobs, so I don't know why they're even here. Huge middle finger to anyone who hold Kurin or Yoma. Well, you should have leveled up by now from the top quest that released. Or, you know, the permanent dailies. Anywho, nice music. So, that is it for today's stream. Thank you for joining me as I reviewed the Date Quest campaign for 2025, probably the first one of two. So, what do I think of this? Well, it is a Date Quest campaign, it is definitely a filler. They are making it more and more like a real event. In fact, I think the only thing that's preventing it from being a real event at this point is the lack of level and skill seeds, as well as the lack of campaign. But it is, you know, this has been, in very least, the endurance farm. One of the most enjoyable I've ever done, and that's also true for the tall map farm, which has been enjoyable in its own right. However, I'll probably just be farming the tall map farm if I can't think of a team for the endurance farm, unless I manage to fully level them. Probably unlikely, given the time frame. But yeah, unfortunately, I did not get the Jihad Itsamna equip. It's unfortunate, but oh well, it's permanent. It's not a great effect. I can always just look at the art online and jerk off with them. Just kidding. There's better art I can jerk off to than the free equips. Anyways, but yeah. It's good luck to anyone else who's pulling for this banner. And as a reminder, there are going to be evolutions coming up for the next two banners as well, aka the other two Date Quest campaign banners. And they're going to be featuring Hikati, Breiki, Labe, so look forward to that Labe evolution, real, as well as Kazuga, which is not announced yet, but we already know. So maybe he'll get an Evo 2, maybe he'll be one of the forces. We will have to see. Other than that, I want to take a break. I was on plan for the stream, so I'm gonna go finish making my lunch and dinner now, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this campaign, because there's not really going to be any content for me to make for a while. The discussion, I'll probably postpone until the last evolution comes. And for the same reason, I'll be postponing the, what's called, the video responding to that discussion. Because, you know, I'd rather just cover all the Evos at once rather than just, like, do a part of a wave of a set of evolutions. But, yeah. Thank you for joining me, everyone. That's all for now, cuties. Catch you next time.